Hi everyone. So some of you, those of you who watch my videos know how much I love the Line Strider Tarot by Ciolo Thompson. And I saw recently that Amazon had another deck available by her called the Otherkin Tarot. So you guys know that even though I review a lot of decks on the channel, I really don't keep up with what's popular or new. There are a few exceptions to that rule. For me, anything by Fabio Listrani or Ian Daniels, I have friends who keep a lookout for me and let me know, or anything by Alana Fairchild. I'm usually on top of when they're releasing something new, but other than that, I really don't have a lot of time to, watch what's up and coming or what's going to be released in the tarot world. So let me just see if this has the date on it. I don't even know. No, it doesn't. But I had seen this. This popped up on my Amazon. You might also be interested in the other night, and it was on sale. I think I paid $19.99 for it as opposed to $27.99 or $27.95 or whatever it is. So I don't know when this was released. I didn't check the date. Full-time teaching mode puts you in a different place insofar as, like, I don't have time to look at those little particulars the way I normally would. But yeah, so now I looked at some of the images and I was like, I'm either going to love this or I'm going to hate this. But I love Line Strider Tarot so much that I wanted to check out Ciolo's, or I hope I'm pronouncing her name correctly. I wanted to check out her next offering. So now I know she has an Oracle deck too, which didn't quite speak to me as much because it's more plant-based. But this one, where it's covering the other kin, other realms, kin from other realms, spirit animals, that felt really, really good to me. So the back says, so I'm going to do an unboxing with you guys and let you know my first impressions, and then later on I'll do a full review. From the creator of the best-selling Line Strider Tarot comes a deck filled with marvelous beings who inhabit the liminal space between myth and fact, human and animal. A lion with the body of a man sits on the Emperor's throne. A sagacious owl acts as a hierophant, and frogs and foxes take on human garb. This Rider-Waite myth-based deck and companion book bring tarot's deep symbolism into new light through fanciful illustrations originally created with hand-ground natural pigments on handmade paper, which I love that idea. Suitable for beginners or advanced practitioners, the Otherkin Tarot wants to travel and be left out in the moonlight. It's a deck that improves with every use. It's published by Llewellyn, which means that we're probably going to be disappointed in the cardstock as well as many other things. Sorry guys, Llewellyn is not my favorite publishing house. So, the plastic over here. Well, I don't want you guys to have to look at that. I'll put it down there. I do like that the tuck box has this nice little fold out that folds like this. I do appreciate that, and for that reason I will keep this. Even though, like, my Line Strider is usually out on one of my altars, and I always keep the Line Strider guidebook out because I enjoy Ciolo's her meanings for some of the images are a little bit different than straight up Rider-Waite Smith, and so I like being able to reference her guidebook when I feel like I want to, kind of push myself to look at a card differently. So you got the nice little ribbon here, and it looks like the guidebook is the same size as the other one, a little bit thinner than the Line Strider. So let's just take a look. So selkies, mermaids, foxes, frogs. I mean, it's definitely a combining. It's nice and heavy guidebook though. Full color representation, which that's really nice. And I just had a moment, when you have that moment where you're like, where's that other guidebook of mine? I was just like, where's my Shadowscapes guidebook? I don't know why. I just like had a little freak out about that. Taurus moment here, people. After I make this video, I'm going to have to go and search for my Shadowscapes guidebook. It's probably downstairs. And it looks like nice meatiness with the guidebook itself again. She does use reversals here. Okay, so, I'm sorry, I'm not showing you guys, but, we've got solid information there for the majors. There's the lovers. I love her representation of the lovers in the Line Strider, and this is frogs. It kind of reminds me of Frog and Toad, so that's interesting. And it looks like the minors get just as much attention, which is nice, and still full color representation of the images there for when you're working through the guidebook. Ooh, there's the King of Swords. He's very pretty. I don't know. I've been on a, you know how you draw certain cards over and over when you're going through things, and I keep drawing the King of Swords constantly lately. Okay. Oh, look. The little bottom of the tuck box is that, which looks like a Two of Cups to me. Doesn't that look like a Two of Cups to you? We're going to see. All right, so the deck itself is wrapped in plastic too. Oh. Okay, there's the backing. How do we feel about that? I love the Line Strider backing. Pause for a moment here, guys. I should have grabbed that originally. I love the Line Strider backing. It's one of my all-time favorite backings. Like, when I feel sad, I just look at this, pull this deck out. Like, this is so well used, as you can tell. I just pull this deck out, look at this backing. It just makes me so happy. So, same size, which is nice. I don't know. What do you guys think about this backing? I'm sorry, this is like something probably most of you guys have already seen this deck, but this is new to me. Sorry that you're having to watch me unwrap her. Okay. Oh. No. Okay, well, maybe it'll scuff up nicely, but this is like super slick. This has got, maybe it will get better like my Line Strider. I can't remember what my Line Strider felt like the first time I opened it. It's one of those decks I felt like I've always had. Okay, here's the Fool. I think you can see how I feel about the Magician. I can see she wanted to go more of a human route coming into this, coming into the animal depiction. Here's the thing. I really, really love my Line Strider, and so I knew that I was taking a gamble here. Here's the Hierophant, which you guys know I'm a Taurus. The Hierophant's my birth card, and I love owls. I've always felt aligned with them spiritually, so that makes me happy. But I guess I love the kind of muted tone palette, the watercolor palette tone. I'm not saying the right words because I haven't slept well in a month, but I as opposed to this is more my jam. But she can't just make the same deck over and over again. We understand that. I do feel like some of it's a little bit skewed, like the lion posture there. Is he a lion or is he a dog? I mean, it could be a dog. No, I think it's a lion. It's a lion. It just looks a little bit different. The Hermit's very pretty. There's Wheel of Fortune. I mean, that's very close to, I wonder if I can find, I'm not going to be able to find it. I think it's close to the Wheel of Fortune she has in Line Strider. There's Justice. Interesting. Hangman looks kind of like a werewolf, maybe? That's where I would have gone with that. Oh, the Death card's beautiful, though. Very beautiful. Mermaid for the Temperance card. Oh, I love the Devil. That's gorge. Interesting. Tower brings in some water energy there. There's a star. The moon is very close to her moon in Line Strider. Hold on, I need to look that up, guys. Sorry. My analytical mind is like... Okay, so there's the Wheel of Fortune in Line Strider. Alright, it's different. Okay. I mean, it's different, but it's very reminiscent. They're kind of like siblings, I guess. I prefer Line Strider. Interesting. Very like similar palette too. Okay. There's the sun. Judgment. In the World. Ace of Cups. Yep, that is Two of Cups. Three of Cups look like otters. Okay, I'm going to have to sit with this deck. This one is not a love it automatically, but I think if I spend some time with it, I'll get to know her and feel a little more connected to her. I like this Eight of Cups. It's interesting because it's got this very obviously water creature theme, and then Nine of Cups is a bear with honey. So that's interesting. It's Ten of Cups. Page. I don't know if I love the color palette. Oh, sorry, Ciolo. I want to love your deck so much. I've got to sit with this one for a while. And in comparing it to Line Strider, it's obviously not the same deck. I mean, she doesn't want to make the same deck again. So it's not a comparison in favor of. It's more just like, okay, where are things similar and where are they different? And what would the reasons be for why that would change? So apparently amphibians really are representing the wands, which is interesting. Here's our Eight of Wands. Actually, the Eight of Wands in the Line Strider is one of my favorite. Let's see if I can find it now to go back to it when I just said I'm trying really hard not to compare. I love that image for the Eight of Wands. So she's still got that movement, very similar movement, but different color representation, obviously. And now we have two animals as opposed to just one. It's making me love the Line Strider so much. Not that I didn't already adore the Line Strider, but we're going to a place. We have a lot of frogs and toads in this. I like this Ten of Wands in this deck. She really was feeling that type of energy for sure. See, some of the creatures, like I've got to sit with. I've got to sit with them. I like this King of Wands. Ace of Swords is a rooster. I mean, her Three of Swords in Line Strider is gorge, and it's equally as beautiful in this one. I like this owl in the Four of Swords. We're back to the rooster. I feel like these could be cat people or feline people with the swan. Seven of Swords. I can't tell. It's really... I'm going to have to look at the Eight of Swords again a little more closely. There's the 9. The 10's very pretty, and not 10 swords there unless we're counting her crown as some of the swords. Interesting. Okay, yeah, this is one that you guys can tell I'm having to slow down while I'm talking to you because I'm trying to decipher. Love this Queen of Swords. As I said, I like the king here. Here's Ace of Pentacles, so this is more like what I would have expected. Oh, I love this Three of Pentacles, and I think this was one of the images I saw on Amazon. I was like, yeah, I'm going to give it a try. Five of Pentacles is very evocative of what we would traditionally think of. There's a 6. I struggle when perspective size is off there. So the size of the head compared to the body is a little stressful for my eye. It makes me like, The Eight of Pentacles. Nine of Pentacles. Interesting. She's become the bird's head, the falcon's head. There's the 10. The Page. The Knight. The Queen. And the King. Rabbits. Interesting. Okay, so as you can tell, I'm going to need to sit with this deck for a little while. Maybe we'll do like a getting to know little mini series on this deck. Before I do that, I know I have to do the next installment on working intimately with tarot vampires, which I mentioned on Instagram the other day, and I know a lot of you are really excited for that, so we're going to make sure we get that done. Before I would start another series, but I kind of want to do a little series on like, okay, how do we get to know the Otherkin? Because the Line Strider was so much love and so easy for me to feel connected to, and this is definitely going to take a lot more time and energy. So this is the Otherkin Tarot by Ciolo Thompson. I don't think it's a bad deck at all. I think she's brought the same amount of attention to it. It doesn't feel like she's phoned it in. But it is a deck that's definitely going to require you to pay attention to her and spend time with her. She's not just going to reveal her secrets right away. She's not going to take all her clothes off unless you're committed. So, yeah, there we go. There we have it. So that's unboxing of the Otherkin Tarot by Ciolo Thompson. And I will keep you guys updated on Instagram and then via YouTube, and possibly a mini series in the future on how the experience of getting to know this deck goes. Much love, many blessings, guys. See you in the next video.